Hello everyone, I welcome you back to my channel, Legal Mindset at the Bar. And in today's video, we are going to look at homicides, a topic in criminal liability. This topic is going to introduce to us the various cases of homicides we are going to look at in our next videos. I urge you to pay attention to this video because it is crucial to your understanding of homicides. So, what is an homicide? An homicide is the killing of another person by another person. So, it means it will not be an homicide case if a cow knocks you down and you die. It must be a killing of a person by another person. So, we are going to look at the categories of homicides into two cases. We shall look at the justifiable homicides and the unjustifiable homicides. At times they are called the unlawful homicides and the lawful homicides. Let us start with the lawful homicides, where you kill another person and they say it is lawful and you're not liable under the law. We shall look at the execution or advancement of justice. If you are killed, if a person is killed, when there is execution or advancement of justice, the homicide is lawful and justifiable. I urge you to look at Article 22, Clause 1 of the 1995 Constitution, which says that no person shall kill another person except where the killing is passed by a court of competent jurisdiction. Now, we have seen that, and we shall go to the defense of property or person under Section 15 of the Penal Code Act, Cap 128. It also provides for a justifiable homicide. If you kill a person while you're trying to prevent harm to yourself or to your property. Then we shall go and look at the defense of accident. In the case of accident or misadventure, you kill another person, it is justifiable homicide under Section 8, subsection 1 of the PCA, Penal Code Act. We shall go to medical reasons, where a doctor has to choose between saving the mother or the child. Even that is justifiable homicide. We shall go to riot suppression. You're killed in a riot, it is justifiable. We shall go to the escaping prisoners. You're a prisoner, maybe a prisoner is trying to escape and is shot. Unfortunately, that prisoner dies. That is justifiable. It is lawful. It is provided for under the law. We shall go to protection of a crime against a third party. You see, person is about to harm another one to death. Then, in the act of preventing that person to kill the other or to put harm on the other, that person dies. It is justifiable under the law. We shall see the military operations where you're killed in wartime. It is justifiable. So, you can also look at instances where you resist arrest, and in that instance you're killed, the person is killed, it is justifiable homicide. Now we are going to go to the unlawful or unjustifiable homicides. These ones are the ones which we shall look into details in our next videos. We shall see murder in Section 171 of the Penal Code Act, which states that any person who kills another person by unlawful act or omission and with malice aforethought commits the offense of murder. We shall also look at manslaughter under Section 170 of the Penal Code Act. We shall look at infanticide under the unlawful homicides, that is under Section 196. We shall look at suicide pacts under Section 178. I know many of you don't know about suicide pacts, but we shall look at them in our next video because this is an introductory video to homicides. We shall look at causing death through reckless acts as an unlawful homicide. If you kill another person recklessly, you are liable. Now, we shall go on to look at instances where the homicide is said to be unlawful. The homicide is only unlawful if the killing contains these principles I'm going to lay down. If the deceased dies within a year and a day from the act or omission of the cause of death, it is an unlawful homicide, and the person who inflicted that injury is liable for the death of the deceased. I urge you to look at section 181, subsection 1 of the PCA, Penal Code Act, which states that a person is not deemed to have killed another person if that person does not die within a year and a day of the act or omission that caused the death. So we shall also look at, it will be unlawful homicide in the case of a child where it has completely proceeded in living state from the body of its mother. Now, pay attention here, because here we are looking who is a human being capable of being killed. If you stab a woman and the baby dies inside, it means you are not liable for an homicide case. Still, you're liable for any other offense, but not an homicide offense. And if you go to section 180, which says that section 180, it is of the Penal Code Act, says that a child becomes a person capable of being killed when it has completely proceeded in a living state from the body of its mother, whether it has breathed or not, whether the nervous string is served or not. So if you also look at the Attorney General's reference case, in that Attorney General's reference case, a man stabbed his pregnant girlfriend. Then he was first of all, he was convicted of attempted murder due to the nature of wound he inflicted on the lady and the part of the body he targeted. They indicated that he had the malice aforethought. So later, the lady gave birth to a baby when she is alive, and the baby later died of the injuries inflicted on her inside by the stabbing. The man was now convicted of murder, convicted of manslaughter. Now, we shall go on and look at the killing must have been caused unlawfully for the homicide to be unlawful homicide. We shall look at section 170, subsection 2 of the PCA, which shall define for you unlawful act or omission. And it states that it is an omission which involves negligence, reckless acts, whether the person will be killed by your act or not. So there we shall look at the case of Uganda versus Dr. Mafi Kilabo, the guy who killed a girlfriend by cutting her in the neck and other parts. So now, in our next video, we shall start at looking the unlawful homicides one by one, and we shall start with murder. I urge you to go on to the other channel we have with Council Benny. If you find it hopeful, Legis Agora Regis, you go there. That guy is a legal genius, and you will understand more about the law. I urge you to subscribe, share, and like our videos. Thank you.